approach the podium. Good morning, ma'am. Are you Lori Beth Brooks?
Yes, sir.
All right. So are you have any questions about the procedure this morning? Just that the county has the burden of proof, so they have to offer their evidence first, and then we can hear what you've got to say, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. If the county's ready to proceed, please call your first witness.
Officer LaRue.
Chris LaRue, a certified code enforcement officer for Charlotte County. The address is 3421 Port Charlotte Boulevard, and it is zoned residential single family. The owner of record is Lori Beth Brooks. On December 29th, 2015, I conducted an inspection of the property and found outside storage and junk-like conditions on the front porch. This junk-like conditions consisted of, but was not limited to, a TV, kitchen table and chairs, mattress, dishwasher, couch, wooden furniture, and other items too numerous to list. I also observed multiple violations of international property and maintenance codes, which included a ceiling on the front porch which was falling in, a ceiling fan damaged, 2 broken windows, pool not being properly maintained, pool screens either ripped or missing, and a privacy fence in disrepair. A warning letter was mailed on December 29, 2015 to the owner outlining the violations. During the investigation, I took photographs on December 29, 2015, January 29, 2016, and May 2, 2016. These photographs fairly and accurately represent the conditions I observed. I request the photographs be entered into evidence as County Composite Exhibit Number 1.
Ma'am, have you had an opportunity to look at those photographs?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any objection to me entering those into evidence?
No, sir.
All right, then those exhibits will be marked as County Composite Exhibit 1 and be entered into evidence. If you'd proceed with your testimony, Mr. Lura.
Notice of violation was served in accordance with Florida Statute 162. During the investigation, I have had personal contact with the owner. On May 2nd, 2016, I conducted my final inspection, finding some of the junk-like conditions have been cleaned up, but all of the property maintenance violations still exist. This concludes my testimony.
So if I understand your testimony, then the junk-like conditions are cured, and it's just
they're not cured, sir.
Not
they
cured.
have been cleaned up to some degree. There's still some existing.
I just want to make sure I understood what you were saying. All righty. Anything further from the county at this time?
Nothing further.
Okay. Ms. Brooks?
Yes.
If you would speak into the mic, so.
Yes, sir.
And that'll bend over if it's easier for you, so you can, welcome to just pull it down if you need to. Go ahead.
I had been up north taking care of my mother. And I left the premises to my daughter and her boyfriend to take care of. It was to my understanding that it was to be cleaned and it was to be maintained properly, but as Mr. LaRue had said, it was not. I recently returned back to Florida. I laid my mother to rest April 2nd, and I got back here on April 14th. I have to piecemeal what kind of ability that I am able to do since I don't have a job. Whatever little money I can get, I put towards the house. As of right now, I have Home Depot coming out for the windows. No, excuse me, Sears coming out for the windows. Home Depot to come out for the doors and the screening to be repaired. The only things I'm having questions about is on the windows. I know that said that it was to be hurricane coated, and with the windows that he was talking about as being broken out or shot out, I'm not sure which, but if that is only the one window or all of the whole section, because there's 3 sections, 12 windows in one section, 2 sides. Is that one section to be coated and not the rest, or is all the windows supposed to be done? And that's 17 windows.
When is Sears supposed to come to your property, ma'am? Are you asking a question of the code enforcement officer?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you want to repeat it? Then I think we.
I believe I got it fairly well. We can't tell you which way the building department or the requirements for the Florida Building Code would be on the windows that you require. The best avenue, I would think, would be to check with the building department and say, can I replace just a section of glass, or do I have to replace the whole window? But you'd need to ask the building department. And Sears could take care of that for you, too.
Okay, and I need permits for this?
If there's a possibility that if it's glass only, you might not, but still, you need to check with the building department.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, and when is Sears coming to your property?
Today's, okay, if I'm not mistaken, May 11th, next Wednesday. Friday is when Home Depot will be at this Friday. They will be there. And I have a couple of more. Florida Trees and Landscaping is coming out. They took down quite a bit. We cleared out the front patio, lanai area. The fence is gone. The other picture with on the side of the house is taken down. It's cleaned up quite a bit. Now the things that are heavier, I have no clue where to start at. I have what is it called? Sheetrock to put back up in the ceiling. I'm going to dismantle the fan and use the only one fan that's there. And what else? Okay. Pressure clean, repaint everything. My ultimate goal is hopefully to get the house somewhat into livable conditions where I can sell it as is, but at least I can sell it. I want to move away from the kids. The kids have done the damage, and as I was told, since I'm owner of the house, I am responsible for it.
Anything further you'd like to present, ma'am? Any other evidence or comments that you want to make? Yes, ma'am.
I would ask kindly if I could have an extension, approximately 30 to maybe 40 days, because I have to get the money together to be able to pay for everything in it. It is not cheap.
Yes, ma'am, I understand. All right. Anything further from the county? If not, its recommendation, please.
The county recommends respondent be found in violation of the code sections listed in the notice of violation for the entry of a 2-year cease and desist order for any future zoning violations, and be given 30 days from the date of this order to secure the pool, clear the zoning violations, and apply for and obtain all necessary permits, and pass all inspections to bring the property into compliance with International Property Maintenance Code. or thereafter face a fine of $50 per day for each day the violations exist, for abatement of the zoning violations in the event of noncompliance, and for the costs of any such abatement to be added to the fines and costs associated with this case.
All right. Charlotte County versus Lori Beth Brooks, case 15-3432, concerning parcel 40222-143-5020. I find that the charges set forth in the notice of violation have been established, and I will accept the county's recommendation as my order. Ms. Brooks, you have 30 days to try to get this back into shape. If you're making a good faith effort on doing that and you need additional time, I'd certainly recommend that you contact the county folks. Please be sure to check with the building department before you undertake any work to make sure that you're in compliance with any permits and building requirements that are applicable to the work, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.